Hey there, welcome to this week's mentorship video. And today I want to talk about going outside and how important it is just to get outdoors on a regular basis. So hey, let's go outside. So I'm gonna go out with you here. So this is one of the reasons that I like to live where in nature, where there's a lot to look at. And just to give you, like right when I step out, you know, I see all these trees, and it goes way up into the hills back there, and we'll just walk out here. But, you know, I used to, think, just, saving money here and there. And obviously you have to work within your budget. But one thing that my mentor, as I started to make more money, my mentor told me repeatedly, like, where you live matters. And, just how much that matters. Being able to come out here changes the dynamics of my life. One, it allows me to focus on playing a bigger game because, I'm in a bigger game, so it's automatic. Like you just feel more at a higher level. The second thing is I can't really have a bad day because when I'm out here and I just get to smell all these trees and all this lavender that you can see just right next to me. It's not purple yet because we're just, whenever you're watching this, it may or may not be, the blooming season here. It's definitely not now while I'm recording this, but it'll start to come. You're starting to see some of the flowers here come along, and just coming outside. I also, in a minute, I'll show you my feet, but I'm barefoot. Now I do wear sandals around my property. Depends on how far or where I'm going. Some of the oak trees have really hurtful leaves. They hurt my feet sometimes, but it doesn't matter however sensitive your feet are. Just get to a safe place where you can actually kick off your shoes and feel the ground, feel the ground and connect with the ground. And it's just, we're meant to be more in nature. And there's a lot of stats out there. I'm not going to go over them. You can look them up. But, inside of our houses have more pollution than out here, even though, and it depends on exactly where you are. There are some highly polluted areas. But, being able to come out here, and I'll just try to, and, you can see my microphone wire there. I try to hide that, but I have a wire connected and I've got a microphone here so I can try to keep good sound for you. But just being in dirt and grounding your feet. I used to think that it was when I went to the ocean that I felt the most grounded. And then I realized, what happens when I go to the beach? The first thing I do is I kick off my shoes. And I'm connecting with the land. And then when I started to realize that, and I saw a podcast, or listened to a podcast, when I listened to a podcast with Tim Ferriss, he was talking about how he goes out and grounds to the earth at least 10 minutes a day. And then I was thinking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's probably why I enjoy being at the beach so much, because I'm connecting to the earth. And so as I connect now, like I even feel more grounded. Like even walking down, I was like, I'm going to shoot this video. And then just being here, I already feel a little bit, slower pace. Like here I am, and just taking this pause, and it just feels good to feel the dirt connecting to the planet. And so when I'm on a hike anywhere, I might wear shoes because maybe there's a lot of gravel or different things. But then when I get to a spot where we can have some water, or maybe we brought a snack with us and we have a little bit of a picnic or something, then I'll stop and I'll take my shoes off and ground to the ground. And it makes a huge difference in the way that I feel, and just connecting. And you can hear some of I think those are the ducks in the background there. Sounds like it. Maybe, I don't know. Might be it. We'll see if they fly over. And you can see the big hill, and back there's like a pond, and sometimes the ducks gather there. So this is so important. And even if you don't take your shoes off, just getting outside and breathing that air, that fresh air kind of changes our mind about what, just resetting. I often talk about resetting. I've talked about it in many different videos this whole time through the mentorship, but I really want, even just taking this minute. So far I've been outside for like 4 minutes. I already feel more grounded than when I was inside before I started shooting this video. So I want you to start to think about how many times do you go outside? We get caught up in going into our offices, or even if you're at your home office, this happens to me sometimes. It's easy for me to sit there, and even I thought about it. I want to be really honest and transparent as I always am. I even thought, today it's a little overcast, as you can see, and I was thinking, maybe I'll go out on a nicer day to shoot this video. I'm like, nope, I planned on shooting this video today. I'm going to shoot this video today. And for anybody about video, actually overcast makes better lighting. So it's actually on a video side, it's better. And I didn't think of that right away until I'm out here. And I know this all too well because I've come from a production background, but the fact that it's overcast makes more even lighting. So it actually is better to shoot outside overcast. But I'm just spinning around so you can kind of see. This is in the amphitheater here. Where I do some trainings here, smaller trainings at the house, and you can just see, the valley that I get to live in. And I say get to because, I think all of our opportunities are one, manifested by us, but also co-created in this universe, bringing us this opportunity. And, really now, and I don't want to make you too dizzy. I'll stop moving here in a second, and we'll just put this in the background here. All these beautiful trees behind me. I feel blessed to be able to live here, and I use this land to help, get other executives and people like yourself to ground themselves. And so, often for those of you that have had the opportunity to come to my house, we might meet in my office and we might work on the flip chart, or maybe we're working on something emotionally or letting go some beliefs or mindset, but then we'll find ourselves outside, maybe going for a walk, or, and if it's, if we're not getting too wet out here, like maybe spending some time outside and maybe even doing part of our meeting outside. So find more ways to connect. And even if it's just a few minutes, even if it's just part of your breaks, or also find time to start to bring your work outside. So this morning, I had a flute lesson. I've been learning a little bit in the Native American flute, and I did the lesson outside. I had my computer, and I was able to connect to the internet out here. So my teacher lives on the East Coast, so I was tuning in, and I was outside. And then I did a couple calls this morning, and then I needed to have I needed to be at my desk and do a bit more writing. So I went back inside, and now I'm coming back outside to do this, and this is my last thing to do for the day. And then I'm gonna go enjoy my family. We have the pool area here, and that's my board table. So that's where we do our board meetings, right there at the table. And we're outdoors as much as we can. I want to, spend time outdoors and enjoy life. So however you do it, and whether it's on your property or if you have to go somewhere, then, get a Wi-Fi hotbox and, start finding some time to be outside and live. And I hope this is helpful. So find ways, basically the action item from this video is find ways to get outside, either taking your breaks or maybe doing a little bit of work outside. That's appropriate. Some work might be inefficient outside, but just find time. And for some of you that drive around a lot, maybe you have meetings or drive around, stopping and going on a trail, or just stopping to look at the plants and just breathe in how much there is to look at. Look at it, breathe it in, embrace the environment that we're in, and take more of those breaks that I always talk about. I used to skip by all the roses. They say take time to stop and smell the roses, and literally I would blow past so many things when I was a workaholic. And now being able to take this moment with you, this video is now just like 8 minutes. I already just feel. So now I'm providing this video content for you, and I'm also having an experience of like, wow, this is great for me too. So thank you for watching this video with me and allowing me to have the space to come spend some time with you. Maybe I should shoot more of these videos outside, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's not but, it is, and it is a beautiful thing. So as always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom. We'll see you on the next video.